Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Dana and I'm a proud mama of 5 Japanese Akita Inus. 2 males and 3 females. Sounds crazy, right? Let me assure you, it's an absolute joy. I'll post a new video about Akitas, hiking in Norway or building our dream home in Norway every Thursday. So, if you're a dog or nature lover, you're at the right place. Now let's move to today's video. Today I'm gonna share with you the 5 most amazing things about owning several Akita Inus. Let's get started. Number 1. The younger dogs imitate the behavior of the older dogs. This is very practical in puppy education. As Akitas are very intelligent dogs, they quickly learn from the older dogs and adapt their behavior in certain situations, which makes it easier for us owners to train the puppies. Of course, a proper education is still needed as every dog has different reactions to different situations, but it just makes some things easier. A more practical example is when the puppy is scared of something, but sees the older dogs aren't scared. So the puppy normally relaxes too. So owning several dogs can help making the puppy feel safe and protected quicker. Which leads us to the next point. Number 2. Social contact. Obviously, your Akita will not be alone anymore if you get more Akitas. This is a good thing because Akitas tend to be super attached to their humans and get quite uncomfortable as soon as they are left home alone. So having company keeps them busy and happy, at least happier than being left completely alone. Secondly, Akitas are active dogs that require regular exercise and mental stimulation. Owning several Akitas can motivate them to stay active and spend a lot of time playing and cuddling with their companions, which is both beneficial for their mental and physical health. Always be aware that just because your Akita gets along perfectly with your other dogs, which he probably has grown up with, does not at all mean that he or she will be friendly with stranger dogs. Akitas are Akitas and they are known to not be the friendliest and most social dogs out there, and that's true. So always keep your Akita circle small or even closed to anyone that doesn't belong to the pack. Number 3. Variety of personalities. Each Akita Inu has its own unique personality and way of doing things. When you have multiple Akitas, you get to experience a variety of temperaments and behaviors. This can be an enriching experience as you learn to understand and appreciate the individuality of each dog. Because you have to observe them closely to understand their character. This is important to keep everything running smoothly at home. Once you've learned and understood the different personalities of your Akitas, you can predict their reactions and behavior in different situations. You will also see the similarities in their behavior if they grew up together, which is fascinating to observe. This leads us to number 4. Number 4. Learning their pack behavior and hierarchy. As you might know, Japanese Akita Inus are direct descendants of the wolf. This makes pack behavior and hierarchy super important to them. Which means if you own several Akitas, you have to be aware of the following. There will always be a leader. And don't get afraid when the leader sometimes growls or puts the rest of the pack back in their place. That's just how it works in nature. You will also find out that there is a strict hierarchy in the pack. And sometimes the younger ones try to challenge the leader and his role might change or not. That depends on how dedicated the challenger is. In my experience, the leader is mostly a female Akita, as they have slightly stronger characters. Also, normally there is no rivalry between males and females. For me personally, it is super interesting to see how my Akitas interact with each other. Of course, sometimes you have to remind them that the actual leader is every human who lives in the household. But as long as this is understood by everybody, there shouldn't be any problems. An example of my dog's pack behavior is that at feeding time, the leader, Suki, is always the one that takes the longest to eat. She uses this to show that nobody will touch her food, even if she will take almost half an hour to finish it. And the others know that they are not allowed to touch her bowl. They are all allowed to come and drink next to a food bowl. But they shouldn't dare to turn their heads towards their food, and they know it, so they don't even try. Another example of hierarchy is that Zuki, the leader, has a favorite toy, and every time somebody else has it, she just goes there and takes it away. Nobody contradicts her. It's actually quite funny to watch. I love watching their pack behavior, as it is so obvious to see who ranks higher and who ranks lower, which also tells you a lot about their personalities. With that being said, let's move on to the last part of the video. Number 5. Lots of cuddles, fun and happy moments. This one is also obvious, but absolutely worth mentioning. The amount of joy and love you get from Akitas is just amazing. For example, coming home to 5 super happy wagging tails who bring you their toys and pull on your arm to show you how happy they are that you are back is the best feeling ever. Every morning I wake up because at least one, but sometimes all of their fluffy heads wait on the side of the bed and stare at me until I wake up. And then immediately the kisses and cuddles start. That's definitely the best way to get out of bed. Also, watching them play and run around like crazy with each other just makes me happy, and it's always so funny to watch because they crash into each other, pull each other's ears and fall over each other. Seeing them happy makes me happy. That's it for today's video. If you have any questions about how we manage life with 5 Akita Inus, drop your question in the comments and I will come back to you as soon as possible. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. These small things help us a lot. Thanks and see you for the next one.